This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined in Qatar, the Misfits Supercard by promoter Kalle. What a fight. We got with Gibb and Slim.
What a city, what a card. Doha, live on the zone. Thursday night. Don't forget it's Thursday night, hence the early kickoff here on a Sunday with the grand arrivals. What a backdrop.
I know, one of the better backdrops we've had on Fred Talks Fighting history.
Actually, how do you rate this experience so far, Fred, given that you are the man who's been campaigning for Misfits to leave?
And the reason UK Misfits came to Qatar,
USA.
so I should have been having a little word with the Qataris. But no, what I love most about Qatar is the Ubers. I went to go to the mall yesterday because everything always breaks on Fight Week for Sod's Law. It costs £3 for a 15-minute Uber. I was like, that is insane.
That's insane, yeah.
That's why I love Qatar, because they're cheap Ubers.
Yeah, cheap petrol prices, but...
And even in the hotel, normally on a Fight Week, it's quite... You got to Uber somewhere. So let's say you want to go buy something, right? Like a new microphone or a cable breaks, £20 there, £50 new cable, £20 back. It's like £100. And this time it costs £3 there, £3 back. Even on food as well, it's so cheap. It's great.
I like the way you analyse the success of Misfits coming to Qatar and the great city of Qatar. But actually, joking aside, what is amazing about this city is the efficiency. It's like, it's all so organised and it's all so perfect. It really is a phenomenal place. If you have not been to Doha, visit Doha.
No, 100%. Coming to Doha indeed. Talk me through the card then. Gibb and Slim, what a fight. Kenny versus Pappy, what a fight. We did have one dropout. Normally that happens at Misfits. Jay Swingler. We got Warren Spencer as well. What a fighter indeed.
He happens in all of traditional boxing as well. It's part of the sport, unfortunately. But I think the card, which stands now proud at 10 fights. I saw you over in Nashville with Mams.
I know, I do apologise
behind this because
that's the first
press. To limit Mams to 8 fights, but he somehow on the plane over last time saying 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, we are at 10 fights again. But it is the super card. It is Qatar for the first time, so I'll allow it. But it's phenomenal. The one. Obviously the main event, but Salt Pappy King Kenny really grips me as well as a fight in this space that I've wanted to see for a long time. But let's talk Slim Gibb. So that is, I think, and you're the expert here because you report on this space since day one, and it's the fight that's definitely been the longest in the making, together with KSI Jake Paul.
It's definitely a big history going back to the early YouTube boxing roots.
So. Yeah, and that always helps in a promotion, but I'll look at this from the sport point of view, and that's not always I can do that in the Misfits space, but I've seen both of them, and this could feature on a
Matchroom card, on a Wasserman card, on a Queensbury
card. It's a proper boxing fight. It's a good fight. You've got Slim, you've got to go puncher's chances with Slim. Boxer side, I go with Gibbs, so I think it's right split them down the middle. The fact that Gibbs calling out the whole of Misfits. Well, we'll see. It'll be a long week.
Have you ever had a boxer like Gibb before go after a promotion?
Yeah, I've seen fighters say, I'm going to take down your stable and stuff and this, that and the other. It's all part of it. Yeah, I get it. He signed a multi-fight with us, so he can say all he likes. But no, he's a character. He's a character we've had our eyes on for a long time. And we're delighted to have him on the Misfits platform, even if he wants to try and take it down. And if his hand is raised on Thursday night on the zone, we'll be obviously very proud to have him as a Misfits champion. So I'll take that banter all day long.
So Gibb has signed a multi-fight deal, and that might be breaking news, sir.
Always breaking news, my friend. Always breaking news with me.
Speaking of,
we're not with Mams yet. He's just landed. He's probably turning up any second now because he likes to censor my interviews with you, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
You know, so this is like Kalle, purely uncut.
Or uncensored.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, you'll get more likes and comments out of Kalle uncut.
Let me just move the camera down a little bit. I've been changing the camera quite a lot today because it looks a lot nicer. I'm very sorry though for missing the press conference. That's one of the first ones I've ever missed. Darren Till and Tommy Fury.
Do you know what?
Me and Mams weren't there.
It's funny. I was wrapping up the one-on-ones afterwards, and I think I did put a good 2.5 hours into the one-on-ones afterwards, and I actually thought, where's Fred? where is Fred? Where is the red jumper? By the way, people, have you noticed the red T-shirt today?
We've got to dress a little bit smarter, apparently, we've been told. And people haven't got me for wearing this outfit today. No shirt, Fred, no shirt.
I've got to say, Doha is a very trendy place. When you look around, it's a very cool, I find very laid back. It's so I think you're fitting just right, Fred.
No, but it's me and Mam did a live watch along for the press conference, so there's some sort of involvement. But I uploaded the full press conference to my channel though. Yeah. I asked DAZN if I can use their footage, and they very kindly said yes. And I will say this though, this one of 200. The press conference on Fred is Fighting, the full press has done more views than Misfits, Boxing, and DAZN combined.
Wow!
So Fred was Fighting.
There you go.
We don't need to be at the presser nowadays.
I was just about to say. I mean, that you've ascended to this degree of power already in your young years. I mean, where are you going to go from here?
Well, Wasserman's always been there since the very beginning, since Harvey Horn versus the opponent, the guy that beat him that I forgot. That's a big upset that night in York Hall, all those years ago.
Didn't go our way. I don't know what that says about you turning up for the first time and it doesn't go our way. That's not good. But listen, it's a big event when Fred's in town, and Fred is in Doha this week.
No, I'm acting too cocky now. Let's talk about the fight though, the undercard. One of a great fight. It's been in the making, so which also has a massive history. Is King Kenny versus Salt Pappy.
Again, it's a fight that I can comment on from a boxing point of view because I've seen them both. I've seen them both develop their talents, and I think that Salt. I never forget the first time I saw Salt was at 001, and he won in like 20 seconds, and I was like, what the... Before the fight, I'm thinking, this guy is going to be useless, and he's just done this little shimmy and knocked the guy out. And I remember, was it Sonny Edwards, former world champion, who's come up to me after and said, it's a ringer, Kalle, that's a ringer. And everyone then suddenly says Salt, and I think the pressure was quite a lot on him. He's such a exciting talent. I don't think you need to look at that he's lost and come back now. This is a big night for him, and I think he's got it all to show and prove here, because I think he's a real natural talent. King Kenny, similar sort of stutters, and now going into the fight with Adam Brooks. I still had the night from Telford somewhere in my head, and I'm saying Adam Brooks is a tough guy, right? Tough operator, and Kenny really improved, especially the work off the jab. He already had quite a nice jab, and he's worked on that movement off the jab as well, and the action behind the jab. So it's not just the jab being a tool, but actually bringing in shots off the jab, and he boxed really well that night against a very tough man in Adam Brooks, and I think for Kenny, he will be loving that this fight is coming at this time. So both of them sort of really riding a crescendo coming into this, and two massive names in this space since day one. So that's very, very exciting. No,
two fighters coming off two very, very strong wins on the same card as well. So it's a nice little bit of storytelling you guys added in there. HS Tiki Toki coming to Qatar. This is exciting. He's going to be very careful about swearing. No swearing allowed in Qatar.
Yeah.
Do you think we might see a little tame HS and excited HS?
For Misfits generally, I've told them to be in best behaviour this week. Look, HS always brings excitement. He's got a live opponent. I've seen some of the footage of his opponent in training. It looks the real deal. HS, huge character, of course. There's so many huge characters around this card. Hence the name, the Supercard.
In Qatar. Well, if this card, obviously, we know it will be big.
What's your fight? What's your pick of it? You can only watch one fight. You can only watch one fight.
Well, you could say the main event, but that's very obvious.
Okay, taking out the main.
I quite like Pineda Swarms, to be honest with you. It's very low. It's very low on the card, but that just proves how good the card is.
Yeah, it is. Although I think we'll still look at the whole card, and maybe there'll be a tweak or two in the running order. But I think Pineda Swarms is. It's
got a story as well.
It's a flashback to 001. Yeah. 02 London. That two fights in one night. That whole mad story. got a real story to it. Pineda, of course, a legend in the Misfits space, the man from Mexico, Vamos. Obviously had that great win over Ed Matthews earlier this year. Shocked a lot of people.
So I was talking to Swarms about that, and Swarms wants his rematch if he does beat Pineda. But Misfits coming to Qatar.
Swarms, by the way, an advert for Misfits of why young people should be picking up some boxing gloves. Go look at Swarms on 001 and look at Swarms now. I mean, that is like the body transformation. I know we get sold all supplements online. We get sold training routines. Pick up some gloves, do what Swarms has done, and go from being a slightly overweight young man to a fitness model lookalike.
No, certainly. It is definitely a big improvement indeed. But Mrs. Qatar card, when this event is a big success, how everyone is predicting, will this be perhaps like an annual thing? How normal boxing has Saudi, Turkey, Al Sheikh, Misfits will have Qatar.
Look, I think let's make it a big success this week. We're very excited to come to a new territory, and Qatar is they're hosting the Formula One this week. They've done the World Cup here. They do fantastic events here all throughout the year. Doha is an amazing city to come and visit, but especially when you've got events on like this, it makes it super fun. Misfits will continue to grow into new territories. We said that, Southeast Asia, Australia, India, Germany, South Africa.
Well, because Wasserman, you guys are all German, you guys are from Wasserman. You got German heritage, so a Berlin show would be banging.
Wasserman's actually an American company. I mean, Casey Wasserman is...
Is the dad not German?
My dad is German, yeah. But at the same time, look where the interest is most, and the interesting thing is the data you pick up from, putting on shows in 2024 is you can see pretty much where the interest is coming from. And with Misfits, it's mad. I mean, it's just so global. Like those were 6-7 territories all over the world that if we went tomorrow would be a big success. And we looked at it, and Qatar just felt so right in terms of what events have been here, and to be in a city that has hosted the World Cup so recently, and is hosting the Formula One in the same week. There's not many cities that could actually do that. Mm-hmm. So it's
and not many cities that can do that. That has not much traffic at all. I mean, on the way here, the roads are pretty empty. It's pretty nice.
Place. It's a very chilled place. It's a place that is very safe, and it's, again, so many things to do.
That's why you're wearing a Rolex today. You can't wear that in London.
That's a fake.
Oh.
Bangkok job.
You wear the fake ones in London, the real ones in Qatar.
Absolutely.
That's how you do it. Awesome. Kalle as always, and the chrome hearts as well.
It's fake as well.
And the t-shirt's fake as well. Fake Prada. But no, Kalle. Oh, you're going too? Was it Fitbit and real?
No, it's not Fitbit. It's a Whoop.
Oh.
This is what tells me how much stress I'm getting off MAMS. This is my MAMS monitor. So this is when I know when we got lots of stress, my Whoop starts vibrating. You are in the stress zone. You are in the stress zone.
So for that press conference for Big John there, you see Big John and you think, wow, the stress job is coming on hard.
Whoop almost took my arm off at that stage. Almost exploded.
And I love the picture of you. I showed it to Mams at the time where you were KSI's prediction.
No, let me explain. So I was sitting to the right. There was obviously things being thrown from that direction. So my natural instinct was to turn around and get my back and get my face out of it, and to turn around and JJ was there and I was blocking him. So yes, if I looked like the bodyguard on that scene, but he was quickly jumping up and down, and tickets are on sale at 6 o'clock.
I said from Motor KSI.
What a phenomenal man! I'm telling you now, he's so passionate about everything he does, and it's so real. It's so fun. It's a real joy working with him and Mams. It's like it's never a quiet day, but it's the passion. You can see why KSI is so successful in so many different things. He literally lives and breathes it. And in a day and age where social media exposes everything, authenticity and having someone who really gets behind something, but not just gets behind it because it's business. No, it's passion. And whether he's doing music, whether he's doing Prime, whether he's doing boxing, whatever he turns his hand to, He's passionate about it, and it's a great message for young people starting out. Be passionate about something. Passion, makes you happy, and if you're happy, you're most likely to be successful as well.
Awesome. It's a very, very nice way to end it in Qatar. Well, I do appreciate the interview. I know we've got the Grand Arrivals today, the media workout tomorrow, press conference, and the fight night, or when the weigh-in, and then the fight night on Thursday.
We're looking forward to that press conference tomorrow. Fantastic. And some great locations here in Doha.
The presser's tomorrow, is it?
Presser is
the
tomorrow.
presser and the media workout say the same day. Oh, really? Okay.
The presser conference is tomorrow, Monday. Tuesday, from the beach, we have the public workouts. And then from the Coliseum on Wednesday, we're going to have... There's a Coliseum here. Oh. On Wednesday, I'm not going to give away too much. You've got to check these locations out, people. It's going to be mad. Fight week, the Supercard, Doha, live on DAZN. Can I say any more?
No, tune in for DAZN, certainly. Well, Kalle, thanks very much as always.
Thank you, Fred.